What do you think? Good. Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday morning, 10/19/2017, and look at this epic fog, how it goes over the road a little bit here. You can see the curtain being lifted ever so slightly. There's a little bit of a ravine down there, or ditch, that's holding water, but you can see it's all the way through this entire field, and then it like goes up to where the road is. Wow. All right. So we got day 3 of sub 1% payout. Today is going to be like, might be day 4, because I think there was a 0.89, a 0.32, a 0.89 yesterday, and then today is going to be like 0.13 or something. So I don't know. It kind of sucks on days like that. Went over by Luke's last night, and we got some work done. We're going to be meeting the client for Saturday's wedding tonight at the venue. So we're going to get a chance to check out the venue, talk about it, all that type of stuff, and kind of, we like to basically just scout the locations and stuff that we haven't shot at before. Pretty excited about that. But last night Luke ended up getting a Hornady lock and load progressive press. It holds up to 5 different dies, and we set that up yesterday a little bit. We got it bolted down, got it assembled. Haven't dialed anything in or anything like that, but he was actually able to use it to press out some of his 223 rounds. So 223 rounds that are used in like AR-15s and stuff like that. I guess they have some sort of I think it's called like a military crimp on the primer pockets, or on the primers. So it looks like they push the primer in, and then they stamp it. It's almost like staking, and it holds the primer in even better or something. I'm not sure what the deal is with that or why, but it's kind of a bear to remove. So he got that, and then he also got this automated tool for cleaning out or for prepping cartridge cases. So cleaning out the primer pockets, doing the chamfer, all that type of stuff. And that thing is pretty cool too. It's just it's really quiet. It's got 5 bits that spin all at the same time, facing up. And then when you put the cartridge on it, and it does what it does, all the polish, or all the brass filings just fall right on the tray that it's right there. So it's really nice. I don't think I mentioned it the other day, but earlier this week I converted my Karma token over to Ether-based Karma token. So it's like an ERC20 token now. That's what they're going for. I need to double check. Actually, it says once a week that they distribute the converted tokens out. So it might not be till Sunday or next week that I receive them. But Karma token was originally X10 based. I think it's X10. So basically it was a counterparty token. Counterparty tokens, you can't add them to any normal exchanges. And because it's a Karma token, or I'm sorry, a counterparty asset, it's not really worth much because it's not on its own. It can't stand on its own. I mean, even XCP, which is Counterparty's token, doesn't really trade for much. So, so they're converting it from Counterparty over to Ether-based, and I think it can only lead to good or better things. Now, Karma token, for those of you guys that have been watching this video for many months or over a year, was a token that I was kind of helping out with when I first got into crypto. And I just basically came across it and did some research, and I think I spent a couple $100 on it or so. and back then it was Karma Coin, and I guess it had been around for years. Somebody revived it and wanted to change it over to Karma Token, KTN is the symbol. So they converted it back then from Karma Coin to Karma Token. So I don't know what it was before, but back then it was converted over to a counterparty. I guess that was the wrong move to do back then, or whatever, or maybe it wasn't easy to create your own Ether-based tokens. But now they're doing like a token swap, where you send them your Karma tokens, and then they'll give you new ones, I guess you could say. And then I'm guessing they're gonna burn the old ones. So pretty cool stuff. I had over the time sold a little bit of Karma tokens. Basically, what I had already invested in my own money. I still have whatever the crypto report says, 100K worth of them or something. I mean, it's not a hell of a lot, but it's something, whatever. So mentioned it earlier this week, but I paid off some more of my credit cards. So now my 0% card is down to 4K. My other 0% card is just over 7K. That's what I rolled onto it. Yesterday, a charge went through into my other credit card for Wave glasses. So they are normal glasses that you wear on your face. They're almost like smart glasses. So these glasses, like right in the back, right by your ear, where the arm ends, it has built into the arms of these glasses bone conducting audio system. So the way it works is because it's like touching that bone by your ear, it can resonate or whatever, and then you can hear music or like conversations if you're talking on your phone. And I guess the glasses have Bluetooth, so you basically pair it with your phone or whatever, and like I said, you can listen to music, make and take phone calls. I think it has a microphone in the front or something, so when you talk, it gets picked up. It picks up the audio that you're talking or speaking. And then they said you can put in prescription lenses. You can, if you wanted to do transitions. I was really hoping like they had a button that you could just press and it would do the transition itself. Now, what was I gonna say? And then like on the one side, like you just press it, and it has like buttons probably for like pause, forward track, answer your phone, type of stuff like that. So I don't know how long the glasses will last, like in terms of battery life, but they were, I don't know, like 150, 160, and I figured, hell, I mean, that's almost the price of normal frames. So if these things are, basically smart devices, fuck yeah, why not? Like my watch, one of my best investments in myself ever. I don't have to sit there and play on my phone all the time. If I am listening to music and stuff, I can pause or advance or whatever right from my watch. My next best investment with those, I got these, earmuffs, noise canceling type earmuffs that have a boom mic and Bluetooth and buttons on the side. So when I'm at work now, I can talk on the phone, listen to music, all that type of stuff with these headphones, and then it cancels all the loud noise in the data center. So these glasses are like a little less obtrusive, because those things are fucking huge on my head and face. So when I have the glasses on, what's cool is like I can wear them while driving, of course, but then with the bone conducting sound, I don't have anything in or around my ears, so I can still hear like ambient noise as I'm driving, while getting the audio and that type of stuff piped in from my phone. So I don't have like a hands-free car stereo system or anything like that, and So, like, I gotta either get a new stereo or come up with some other reasons, or not reasons, but methods for making that shit happen. Now, I've been using earbuds and not quite so sophisticated while driving. And honestly, it might even be illegal. I don't know, because it's impeding like my hearing of the situations around me. So, yeah, but they're called Wave glasses, and the Kickstarter just finished like a day or two ago. And pretty cool. I'm excited about them. Let me pause this clip and see if it saves. All right, we're good. So I've been working on trying to basically get caught up on my daily vlogs. So my daily vlogs, I'm like 3, maybe 4 weeks behind. So like yesterday I rendered about a week's worth, or 5 days worth. I just gotta get caught up. Like yesterday I just finally rendered Grant's birthday, which was October 1st. And I don't like sitting on this much footage for that long. I mean, it's a lot of footage. I'm like almost a month behind on my uploads and all that type of stuff. Probably 5 weeks. Not good. In other news, yesterday, I don't remember, did I vlog it? I think I vlogged it. Vicky and I, like way back when, probably at the beginning of this vlog, we went and visited a place called the Geek Group, and they're out of Michigan. And they're a non-profit organization. I've been following them for years, all that type of stuff. And so yesterday, I haven't been fun. They do like daily vlogs, and actually Chris Bowden, the founder of the Geek Group, he's the one that got me turned on to doing my vlogs. So he does this. He's been doing this for like 5 years or something. Every single day putting out video content. Well, yesterday's video was a clip from like 2 days ago. Some guy came into the Geek Group wearing like a trench coat and was like seeking out the founder, Chris. Once he found him, he like punched him in the face, and then Chris ended up drawing his gun on this guy, and the guy ended up leaving or whatever. But I don't know what the backstory is. I think Chris has some sort of Patreon type system where if you pledge money monthly or something, you can find out or hear the backstory about this guy. Might be worth knowing about it. I don't know. So we'll see. But yeah, crazy stuff though. I don't think getting punched in the face in a crowded room of your friends is right cause to pull a gun on somebody. But maybe the laws are different in Michigan. I know they're different than Illinois. Illinois, like, it's just like not good to pull your gun unless you're like almost dead. Yeah. Alright, and I also weighed myself today, and Vicky's scale says I'm 209.2 pounds. So that means I lost another 3 additional pounds. Now, what I don't quite get is her scale doesn't like zero or tear or anything like that. So I don't know how accurate her scale is. You basically just stand right on it, and then it's like, hey, this is it. So I'm gonna try the scale that's at home and see if that matches or not. Wow. So pretty amazing. Yesterday I ordered some Prove It ketone packets. So I'm just gonna do like half or quarter one a day. And that should kick up my my ketone level, which should help me burn even more fat. Now, I think I mentioned it yesterday, but Vicky was talking about she had a wellness check at work yesterday, and her BMI was too high and all that shit. As Americans, everyone's BMI is too high. But So I looked mine up because I was like, all right, well, if I'm losing weight, let's see like what they say is healthy. For 6 foot tall, I believe it said like 186 pounds is like just under the obese level. So I need to lose like 23 more pounds or something to be out of the obese level. I mean, wouldn't call myself obese, but I didn't set the scale, so I mean, I guess there's probably various forms of obese, like, as bad as that sounds, like, I mean, there's obese and then morbidly obese and mortally obese or something, where, like, you know, you're double your ideal weight or something like that. So, yeah, I mean, fuck it, why not? Let's see if I can get down to the correct BMI. I think it's body mass index or something. So, yeah, we'll try. And what's funny is, like, Vicky mentioned that about the BMI, and then same day, one of my Facebook friends posted a picture of their little kid with his shirt off, and said that the doctor said that his BMI he's too heavy or something, or he's obese, and the kid was, you know, skinny, of course, and all that. But this law of attraction stuff is just amazing to me, like how you'll be thinking about something and then it just like kind of materializes or pops up right there. So that's at least the second time this week that I've encountered something just really, really, really obscure, and it's like, wow, okay, cool. So yeah. Well, I think that's about it. I'm gonna cut this shorter. It's not very short at all. But traffic's kind of being a duty head, and I don't know, I'm guessing over lunch I might have to go and get some gas and maybe get the car washed and all that. So yeah, stay tuned for more. Bubbles! Alright, what's happening, everybody? I am just leaving work for the day, and my weekend has officially started. I'm out of the office tomorrow for court and all that. Just wasn't really feeling working today that much. The main project that was supposed to be ready today got pushed off because one of my coworkers, his brother-in-law, passed away, so he's not gonna be able to make that happen. So just like at wit's end with this court stuff, with just this week in general. I've been busting my ass. I didn't get much sleep last night. Sophie was tossing and turning. Sophie's finally been rested up, and she wanted playtime like in the middle of the night last night. So, which is usually how she is. Usually she's like sleeps through the night pretty well for like a couple days after not having Grant, and then once she gets well rested, then she's rambunctious because she's been sleeping all day. So I'm headed over by Luke's right now. We're gonna meet with a client and all that. But before I get there, I gotta stop at Vicky's place and let Sophie out. So probably pack up my bag and all that. Tired. Really, really tired. So, I'm hungry too. I'm thinking about stopping at Jimmy John's and getting one of those gargantuan unwich sandwiches. Just been kind of down this week. I don't know what's going on, man. This winter's gonna be rough. I get that SAD or whatever, that seasonal depression or whatever it's called, and it's just not good. I'm almost starting to think that what I need is just like a legit vacation or something. I should probably plan something with Grant before I lose my mind. I don't know what though. Traffic, dude. I'm so sick of this. Is life every day. My buddy Luke was talking about having to drive an extra 20 minutes or something today, and I was just laughing because all I do is drive every day, hours and hours and hours. So, planning on going home tonight. I don't think I'm going to stay very late at Luke's then. Oh, I just almost hit something metal on the ground. I guess I should probably cut this short. I'm just like not in a good mood. I don't know what else to say. One of my downstream people in BitConnect, they're like, hey, I just got 2 people to sign up under me. They're like, can you give me $100 in BitConnect coins to kick them? He's like, I'll just give you back some money later. And I was like, it's not really how it works, dude. Like, if you want these people below you and you're downstream, then you're gonna have to do a little bit of work. Like, kind of getting, I don't want to say I'm getting sick of the handouts, but it's weird, man. Like, I offered a coworker $100 in free crypto yesterday, and they didn't even take me up on it. They're like, oh, I'm busy, I'll get to it some other time or something. It's been 2 days and nothing back. I was like, okay, well, alright. So, I'm just like, okay, wow. And, I don't know, man. I just had, like, this working theory for a while now that, like, women, what's the term? Like, in terms, like, I have this working theory that women think, like, what's mine is theirs, and what's yours is theirs. This is like from a woman's perspective. Versus like a guy will pay for dates, pay for dinner, pay for drinks and all that. But then, like, when a girl has extra cash, she'll go out and buy something for herself, or hair, or nails, or decorations, or purse, or shoes, or something. Rather than, spend it on the guy, or vice versa. And one of my friends, I'm not really close with her, but she made a comment one time when I was like, hey, you want some whiskey and Diet Coke or whatever? That's what I drink. And she's like, oh yeah, I never turn down a drink or a free drink. And I was just like, wow. Back when I was dating and stuff, going through the divorce and all that, there were a lot of women that I dated that probably had zero interest in me, but because I offered to take them on a date and they had nothing else going on, they went for it. And I've even seen this with, like, Rochelle, where she'll just be like, oh, I was bored, so I just went out with this, guy that is just a total asshole and this and that I don't like at all, but, it was a date, so I just went out with him. There's this weird fucking dynamic where good guys get wrung clean of cash by girls or women. And it's not just like dating or whatever. It's like long-term relationships, all that type of stuff. I see it with almost everyone that I know, where, the guy's the breadwinner, so to speak, but, the girl, it's just a weird fucking dynamic, I guess you could say. Like, I don't know if it's just that I haven't really met any financially free or financially independent women, But it's a very, very weird dynamic. Like, when I think about it, I'm just like, man, dude, like, I'm trying to figure out what got me on this train of thought. And it might be like all those gold digger videos that you see on YouTube and Facebook and stuff. Where they'll just be like this amazingly beautiful woman, and a guy will go up to her, and it's probably all fake, but who knows, and he'll ask her to go on a date or in a car ride or whatever, to coffee or something, and she'll turn him down. But then, like, he'll do something, or a car will pull up, and he'll be like, yeah, this is my Ferrari, or this is this and that. And then all of a sudden, the women that was, you know, supposedly married, or had a boyfriend, or was busy, or whatever, then they're like, oh, hey, why don't we go hang out, or whatever. And then the guy, of course, is like, oh, no, I don't date gold diggers. But, you know, those videos kind of got me thinking about my own personal experience with, you know, being taken advantage of financially and all that. You know, I mean, geez, even just my ex-wife, the shit that I did for her, and just taken advantage of. So, and I at first I thought it was maybe just women, but I'm starting to think it's just human nature. So it's probably not just women. Like, I'm kind of stereotyping it as being like a man-woman thing, but, you know, I recently had heard about this situation with my my group of friends that I no longer really hang out with, but they one of them was making like a lot of money, let's say 6 figures or something, right? And every time they would go out to eat, all the guys, he would always like pick up the tab. So, like, the food and the drinks and the beers or whatever they got. And it became like this weird little clique hierarchy of dudes where, like, he was like the king and they were all kind of like his yes men or whatever, or like his bitches. Very interesting. And I've talked about this before in my vlog, right? And they came over to my house. This is back when I still was in my house. They came over to my house, and this guy was like trying to be like the center of attention and this and that shit. You know, I hadn't talked to these fuckers in months, probably almost a year or two. And when, like, he was drunk, high, who the fuck knows, and just kind of belligerent, and, you know, like, when everyone was kind of talking to me or whatever and not listening to him say his stupid shit or whatever, he kind of had a hissy fit, and then he got mad and, like, wanted to leave, and was like, all right, guys, we're all leaving. And I was like, what? So, like, they all had to, like, come together and then leave together. So I had to do some digging, some prying, and I was like, I had to figure out what the fuck that was about. Like, what was the deal with that? And I guess, like, he was like the head of the posse now, because, you know, he was like buying all of his friends, you know, basically paying for all their food, all their drinks, all their shit every time they would go out and hang out. To the point where, like, my one buddy was like, yeah, I noticed this, and was like, dude, I'm not gonna have you pay for my food. Like, I work, I make money, I don't need another guy to pay for my meals or whatever. Like, thanks, but no thanks. And then his brother, he told his brother, he's like, what are you doing, dude? And he's like, well, if he's paying for it, then fuck it. Because, you know, he knew his brother had money too, and he's like, why are you having this guy do this for you? So apparently it's like human nature. And, you know, I'm sure I do it in certain situations and stuff too. I mean, in some form, I mean, just look at my situation. I'm in my parents' basement and stuff, so I'm kind of taking that handout, so to speak. I already kind of feel better talking about this topic, but it's just, I know it's weird. It's just a weird thing, but I just get run down because it's like, you know, I feel like some certain people around me, if I'm not spending money to do things and to make stuff happen, they're not happy. And it's a weird kind of situation where you're chasing your tail, because if you keep shelling out money to do this, do that, do this, do that, and then when you stop or run out of money, they don't kind of reciprocate. I don't know. I'm feeling I gotta surround myself with more financially independent people. Like maybe just start doing like one of those like vacation clubs or something. I don't know, man. Like for over the last decade, like when I was married and stuff, my biggest pet peeve was like my spouse never had any hobbies. My spouse never was into doing anything. Television, wasting time, like maybe working out, but that kind of would fizzle out or whatever. Like never any like sort of fire or spark or aspiration to do anything specific. And that it would kill me because I'm so busy. So like when I'm not busy, they have nothing to occupy themselves. It's kind of like, it's like dealing with a child, as bad as it sounds, to the point where it's like, all right, play with me, play with me, play with me, and then when you're not playing with them, then they like pout or cry or whine or whatever. And I hate to say it, I mean, but that's just kind of like my take on the situation. I mean, it just seems weird to me, or abnormal, that like the entire calendar schedule is all based on my surroundings, my life, whatever. Not like, oh, well, hey, what do you got going on this weekend? Oh, I got this going on, this going on, this going on. What do you got? This. All right, well, let's do this, let's do that, let's meet in the middle on this one, or let's go our separate ways. No, it's just like, what do you got going on? Nothing. What are you gonna eat tonight? I don't know. How's so-and-so doing? I don't know, I haven't talked to him. And it gets to be like a weird, very weird dynamic, man. I don't know how to explain it. I mean, all I can think is maybe this is the type of people that I seek out, because then it's like a I don't know what the term is, but like, so because I always have stuff going on that, they're always in my world versus me in their world or something. I don't know. Very weird, right? I'm gonna have to think about this some more, but I don't know, I'm just kind of just disappointed in friends and people from my past. And I don't know how to change some of this stuff. Like, I don't know how to meet other types of people. I'm still working on that. Like, what are some healthy hobbies to get into where I can meet new people that are into the same type of stuff that I'm into? Because no one is quite as convicted in terms of what they're doing as me. I mean, fuck, dude, look at this vlog. This vlog I've been doing daily for like a year and a half or something. I don't even know. To the point where like someone's like, yeah, I'm gonna do a diet, and I'm just looking at them like, yeah, you're not gonna last like a week. Or I'm gonna do this. Okay, well, great. Let's talk about it, but you're not gonna fucking do it. I don't know, man. That's how I get when I'm like really tired and sad and stuff. I just like start thinking about everything.